Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is a weekly reading for the Divine Masculine for September 17th through September 20th. So we will just jump right in. The weekly lesson or obstacle or challenge, I guess, is the Chariot card. So immediately when I pulled this card, I felt a challenge with work, like relating to work or projects or something in that realm. I felt strongly it was like geared towards creativity and things like that. So then the obstacles with this challenge really just confirmed what I was feeling. I pulled the Tower card and then I pulled the Page of Wands. So like I said, there was a kind of a new pathway being built because the Chariot is kind of about direction and, you know, taking a hold of your own life or taking the wheel to your own vehicle in life. So what I was getting from the Tower and the Page of Wands is that some ideas are crumbling for the Divine Masculine. Maybe even creative projects that you thought might have been a good idea and that just kind of don't feel right anymore. So it is a destruction or maybe even just a change of route a little bit on your creative projects. So maybe these projects are shifting gears a little bit. Maybe you're taking it back a step and maybe figuring out a new strategy of how to get there, or how to do this, or maybe it's just completely changing altogether because the page cards are typically younger energy. So I don't feel like this is something that was completely invested to. Maybe this was just like a spark of an idea stemming from a grander idea, or, you know, however that resonates with you. So how to face these obstacles, I pulled Two of Swords, and then I pulled Eight of Cups. So that just kind of even confirmed it even more. So it's basically making choices, because you see, obviously, the sword suit deals with logic, mental clarity, things in that nature, and she is blindfolded, and then that little moon behind her. She's being called to trust her intuition. And sometimes when it comes to business adventures, creative projects, things that seem like a good idea at the time, you know, we just want to jump right into it and take action. So with this collective of cards thus far, what I was seeing is that, because also if you see in the Eight of Cups, there's also that moon, but now it's full. So I was very much picking up on that there needs to be a choice, a redirection, and a restructuring of what really makes you happy. Yeah, it could be something that makes you a lot of money, but does it make you happy? Is that truly your life's purpose? Is this truly what you were meant to be doing? And that's kind of what I was getting, because this is about walking away from opportunities that don't fulfill you. And it's also about taking that time out to trust yourself and trust your intuition. So that is being needed. And obviously, if you see in this card, the Two of Swords, there's also water in the background. So the Divine Masculine, this Tower energy, an obstacle with the Page of Wands, whatever this creative project is, it was a good idea, but it doesn't align properly. It doesn't really fit with what you're meant to be doing in this realm. And if you're resonating with this message, you already know what it is, that you've kind of been trying to force this pathway in this creative project, but there's roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, and you don't know why. This is why, because it's not meant for you, or you're meant to take another route. If you keep hitting roadblock, that means you need to find another path. That's a dead end right there. So the Chariot is asking you to take another route to whatever this may be. And the Tower is destroying that path because that path is already blocked off for a reason. So it's asking you to redirect your energy into something intuitively that aligns with your energy. So the outcome of this reading was the Eight of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the Strength card at the end to leave it off. So this just confirms that this Eight of Swords energy was all of this fear revolving around whatever idea this is. So for example, maybe you and a friend had an idea to collaborate on a let's just use photography because I feel like that's pretty general. Say you guys were going to collab on a photo shoot idea, or maybe you were collaborating with a new model and she had a certain kind of vision that she wanted to do, and you guys just kept bumping heads. Okay, so maybe that idea is really good for her or was really good for you, but maybe she's not the right model, or maybe you're not the right photographer for her. Because mind you, masculine energy is fluid. It's just energy. It does not talk about sex or gender, just to be clear. So you could have a model that has more masculine energy and the photographer having more masculine energy, however it applies. But, obviously that collab didn't work. But that doesn't mean you can't take that idea of that collaboration and find the right fit for you, or take it into a different direction. Or maybe that idea just didn't fit right, but you as a model and photographer had a great vibe, great connection, but the idea didn't come out the way you guys would have liked to see it come out. So create something new together. This could also be something like, you had a workout plan that you wanted to do and abide by that you got from a certain gym trainer. All of a sudden you're halfway through, that kind of timeline of those workouts and you're not seeing the results that you want. Yeah, it was a good idea at that time. Yes, it might have worked at that time, but now you need to find what kind of workout routine actually works for you. If that workout routine you're not seeing results in, maybe you need to switch it around a little bit. Like I said, these are just examples, just throwing out there. But it can be anything in your work life, your creative life, even maybe relationships. I'm not so much picking up on that vibe at all, but it could be if that's where it fits in your storyline. But yeah, so this is really that fear of, you've invested your time into this thing. Yes, you've, kind of made a goal in your mind of how you wanted this to look at the end of the day. But it's okay to start from scratch. It's okay to throw that idea in the trash can and start with something new. That is okay. Society tells us that if you want to succeed, stick to a plan, execute it, follow through every day, and only focus on that. No, scratch that, fuck that, because that's wrong. You can always change your ideas. You can always change direction and course. You can even say, fuck that dream that you had years ago that you've been pursuing, but literally it doesn't make you happy, and completely do something new. I'll use me for example with my art. So people that have been following my Instagram for a long time knew that I paint as a hobby. It was something I was trying to kind of force as a career, and it's not a career for me. It's not something I am passionate about like that. It is a hobby for me. And people would want me to do, personal projects for them. And it just never really sat right with me. It was more, I painted to express myself. I painted to have fun. I haven't painted something in fucking years. I guess since like 2017, I haven't painted. Because that passion isn't in me. It's a hobby. It's something I do when I am inspired. So scratch that, toss it in the trash, not completely in the trash. It's not something that I might not revisit later down the road in my life. But for now, that's not my focus. This is my focus. So that's a great example of I've taken years in time in pouring into that outlet in my life, but I knew it didn't truly align with me. And I didn't even know what really aligned with me, but I had to go through trial and error to figure out really what felt good. And this feels good to me. Helping people understand spirituality feels good to me. Talking about this shit feels good. So this card is asking you to release all those fears that keep you trapped in that societal kind of programming of you have to do it this way and you have to stick to it, because that's ridiculous. And that's why we have the Wheel of Fortune, because once you release those fears, you get the ball rolling in your life again. And then we left off with the Strength card, because it does take courage to say, you know what, this isn't working for me. And that's okay. I'm here to tell you it is okay. And it is never too late to restructure your life. It's never too late to change ideas or directions in your life. Don't let society pressure you into thinking it is. So that was the cards. And then I also pulled a crystal card just to see what came out. And we pulled amethyst, meditation. So this literally ties back into how to face the obstacles with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Because you see that moon in the back. That's all about intuition. That's the waters of your subconscious mind. And amethyst crystal helps you tap into that energy, tap into that subconscious realm that really tells you what the fuck is really going on. And meditating can help bring you closer to understanding what it is you're actually meant to do, because then you'll start to feel things energetically shift within you, things that feel right and don't feel right. And it just helps the debris of all the ideas or facades fall away in your life. So if you told yourself this is who you are all of your life, but it's never really fulfilled you, or it's been a really fucking hard time to get to that point because it's not aligned with you, it's okay to let that fall away. It's okay to let that mask go. It's okay to drop what society told you to do or who they told you to be, because whoever you are, you're going to find through meditation. That's when you'll be able to really truly align energetically. So that is the Divine Masculine reading for this week, and I hope you guys have a beautiful journey. And also, last little tidbit, this does not happen overnight. So if it takes you multiple meditations, if it takes you time to figure out what really aligns with you, that is okay. There is no timeline and there is no race. Time is a social construct. So do what makes you happy, meditate to figure out what that might be, and enjoy your journey because it is beautiful. Bye, guys.